Can you state your name and the year you graduated, please?
My name is Beatrice Joseph Arvie, and I graduated in 1969.
Okay. Can you tell me a little about your experience at the school and the community of Scholarville?
Well, I grew up in the community. I walked to high school every day. Um, the teachers all cared about whether or not you learned. You dared not get your work done. It was a sin almost to come to school and not have your work. They were going to call on every student every day to respond. So you had to be ready every day. There was no exception. So I liked that because it made you stay prepared all the time.
Okay. What is your most memorable moment at Scholarville?
Gosh, I can't really think of a memorable moment. I guess my memorable moment would be when we organized a girls' club called the Ordettes. And we did that in our junior year. And the purpose of the club was to provide community service for people. We raised funds and we went to nursing homes. We bought things, we had dinners. We did all kinds of things so that we could raise funds and purchase things for those who were less fortunate. And it was 12 girls in the club. All of us were juniors. We had the club for 2 years. And then when we graduated, of course, it didn't exist anymore.
So you started your junior year?
Yes.
Junior and senior. Was that the only club or organization you were in?
No, I was also in the FTA, Future Teachers of America, and in the chemistry club.
Okay. What did you like about the school, the community? Like, is there anything?
The fact that it was strictly community. All of the students who went to school here lived around here, and all of the families knew each other. If you lived on Oriole Street, which is right over here behind the school, everyone on Oriole Street knew everyone else on Oriole Street. So you could go to your neighbor for anything, you could pass, and everybody just stopped and talked to the neighbors. It was really, really a community environment.
Is it different, like the culture now, is it different from what it was then?
Oh my goodness, yes. The culture is so very different. If you just look at the dress, if you look at the hair, a young man would never have walked out of the house without combing his hair or brushing his hair. A young lady would never have done that. It was just about the pride that we had and who we were, what we looked like, and it was the style at the time. Now the styles are different. The culture is different. The communities are different. The students don't necessarily stay in the same house that they start in. They move from house to house depending on the economy and what they can afford. Whereas when we were coming through, wherever you lived was where you lived all the way through high school and all the way through college, and we just never moved. So the families were consistent pretty much. And now you don't find that.
All right. Was it diverse then, or was it just still predominantly
No, it
black?
was all African American students. It was not diverse when I was here.
Did you attend all 4 years?
Yes, I did.
Did you attend the junior high? Or Scholarville
Yes,
Junior
I did.
High? Were you weren't a part of the magnet program, were you?
No, I was not. The magnet program did not exist when I was in school.
Were you an eagle or a hornet?
I was a hornet.
Do you wish you could have been around to see, well, you were still in high school when they had the magnet program?
No. The magnet program didn't come until 1982, and I graduated in 69. I came here to work in 1998 under the Eagles, but even that didn't bother me, that it was Eagles and I had grown up as a hornet. What was important to me, and what still is important to me, is that the kids are educated, that they focus on academics and improving the school in general. That's what's important.
Okay. Do you feel that now, like you said, the teachers made sure everybody got called on, everybody learned every day? Do you feel that now it's not the same? The teachers don't feel the same way?
I really don't know how the teachers feel because I'm not in the classroom. I hear what students say, but it's unfair to take what students say and not be there to actually know what's going on. So I don't know what the teachers are like in the classroom. For the most part, I think they're all engaged and caring about the children. The ones that I do talk with, they care about your grades. They care about your future. They care about what you're doing.
Do you think the way that students are now, as far as dropping out or not wanting to learn as much, go to class and sleep, were they like that at all any back when you were growing up? Did they have any of those kids?
Gosh, you're asking me to pull way, way, way back. I'm 62 years old. I don't remember that, but I think that they didn't put their heads down to go to sleep. I really don't remember. I couldn't verify that.
Well, because you said it was like a sin not to have your work, and
Correct.
not to do what you had to do in school, so that's what made me think. Like you said, it was a community. Was it always community involved in the school? Like parents were always at school, making sure everything was okay, going to all the games, participating.
Yes, yes. Parents were always at the games. There were a lot more students at the games then than now. I've come to a few games and I see more parents here and more of the alumni here than I do see students unless they're engaged in the band or they've been here for some after-school activity.
And you didn't play in any sports or anything, like
No, I
no
didn't.
band or so you were mainly school, just school focused.
Yes.
Is when you were growing up, is this what you wanted to be? Like your position now?
I think I wanted to be a teacher, but because I worked in industry, my first job out of college was at ExxonMobil. And once I did that and I came back and became a teacher, then when this position became available, it was just the perfect position for me
Where did you attend college?
at Southern University.
Were the teachers like you are, like just always making sure kids are, especially for the engineering students, on going to college and make sure everything's the scores and ACTs right? Did the teachers do that for you? Make sure everything's okay so you can keep going after high school, furthering your education?
I would say yes, because I thought, I'm not going to college. And there was a teacher who called me one day and said, B, I need you to go on a field trip with some students. And it was Future Teachers of America. So I went on the field trip with them, and I was kind of the adult on the trip because the teacher couldn't go. And that really changed my outlook on what I really should be doing. And it was at that point that I decided I was going to go to college.
Are you happy now?
Oh, definitely.
You are?
I'm very definitely happy that I did pursue a degree and that I'm doing what I do.
If you could go back and change anything from when you were in high school, like the decisions you made or anything, would you? Or do you like who you are?
I like who I am, but there were some decisions that I made back then that were not good decisions, and the consequences that came with them I've had to live with. So, yes, there are some decisions that I've made that I would change. But as far as what I'm doing now, I would not change that.
Okay. That's it, Ms. Arvie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.